right, how the do you get random people on the internet to pay a lot of money for what you have to offer? It all comes down to your offer itself. And last year, which is the last time I counted, we generated a collective $700,000 in revenue for our client roster. I currently have an offer that's worth around 6K, which I'm going to increase very, very soon because we can close it or we can sell it with relatively few objections. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can charge a lot of money to random strangers on the internet by having a no-brainer offer. So let's go. All right. Let's get right to it, guys. So we've got our doc, we've got our women's for Disney coffee mug. Don't ask why. It's because I'll tell you why. Suppose my girlfriend worked at Disney and I like the shape of the mug. And I'm gonna take a sip and we are ready to go. So the goal of this video, or rather the promise here, is that I want you to leave here knowing how to create a no-brainer offer that brings a specific persona to a clear end result that they have a burning desire to attain, which you can, number 4 and most important, charge a premium or high ticket for, right? This is the goal because offers are easy, but getting offers that you can charge a lot of money for, that's a bit more not difficult, but it entails a few more extra steps. And so we're going to walk through right now. So what an offer is and isn't, I want you to view it this way every single time. And the best way to view what an offer is by using the plane ticket to Thailand analogy. So let's say, you paid $2,200 for a plane ticket to Thailand for you and your girlfriend or boyfriend. Tell me, are you paying for the taxi ride to the airport where you get stuck in traffic and it takes, 1 hour and a half? The queue for check-in, which is even more annoying. The waited security where you get patted down by a rando and go through an x-ray check that shoots cancer into you. And the 12-hour ride in an economy that hurts your back. Or do you pay for the warm weather, the beaches, and the refreshing coconuts that you'll find once you arrive? I will hope that you're paying for the refreshing coconuts and not for all of this, because if you do, you're a fucking psycho, right? And this is how I want you to view your offer. Your offer is a solution that you're going to provide to help a specific person reach an end result. Think fresh coconuts that they yearn for because that is what they're going to buy. Everybody buys the end result. They don't buy the journey to get there. They buy the destination. So always think as your offer in terms of a destination. So your offer is not coaching, ads management, DM setting, one-on-one calls or a course. Those are deliverables. Those are mechanisms that you use to help take your offer or take your client to the end result that they want. Your offer is a solution that takes people, or your offer is a bridge that takes people towards the end results. Your offer is the end result itself, all right? You're offering not one-on-one calls, not ads management. You're offering more sales. You're offering more happiness with coconut. You're not offering economy. You're offering the beach. Cool. So I want you to think, I want you to use this high ticket rule, which is very important because now that you know that your offer is an end result, you need to understand that there are multiple types of end results, right? And depending on how hard or solid your end result is, this will allow you to charge high tickets, or if it's not strong, it'll allow you to charge low tickets. So the amount you get paid will depend on how important the end result you provide is to your ideal client persona, right? This is the main lever that you want to pull to make your end result important. And there's one way where you can fall into the discount trap, where if your ICP has a small desire for the end result of your offer, then you won't be able to charge a premium. What is a small end result? If I have a bit of hunger, I'm going to go ahead and buy a chocolate bar at the store. If that chocolate bar is worth $20, my hunger does not justify that $20 to be spent on a chocolate bar, so I'm not going to buy it. So I'm going to charge cheap. I'm going to buy something cheap to satisfy that pain that I have or that end result that I want, which is to not be hungry anymore. Format 2 is a premium goal. If your ICP, on the other hand, has a burning desire for the end result that you offer, then you can charge a premium. You'll be able to charge high ticket. Think about it this way. Try sell a bottle of water to a random man on a rainy day in New York and he'll tell you to fuck off, all right? But try sell that same exact bottle of water, same packaging, same amount, to somebody who's just crossed the Sahara Desert by foot, hasn't drunk the entire time and is somehow still alive. He'll not only buy that water and pay a ton of money for it, but he'll also treat you like a god. He'll be like, thank you so much. You're the Messiah, right? Same bottle of water, different persona, right? The ICP is a key lever that you can pull to make your end result a very, very desirable one, right? Because at the end of the day, everybody's selling the same bottles of water, right? Everyone's selling ads, everyone's selling sales, everyone's selling appointment setting. It's all about your ICP and also your ability to deliver the product that you offer. Cool. So what end results can you sell high ticket for? There are 4 main end results someone will pay high ticket for. And by the way, I was taught this by a millionaire mentor that's made millions in sales in a castle in Belfast over a mastermind, by the way. And I've thought about it this way ever since, and it's helped me tons, and it's also helped me help my clients tons, all right? And this is validated is what I'm trying to say. So these 4 end results are more money, less pain, better relationships, and more beauty, okay? Let me explain what this means in a second. So more money, very obvious. If I pay you 2K, and you can guarantee me 4K back every time I pay that 2K, I'm gonna spam that 2K payment in a heartbeat, right? The next one is less pain. Is if you help me cure my chronic illness or relieve my spinal pain injury, so I can leave the house and go and walk with my kids, or if I could get off my couch and run marathons, which I love running again, I'd pay a lot of money for that too. Better relationships. If you help me find my soulmate or train me to become the person that can form relationships and lead a group of people towards maybe earning more money, I'd pay a lot of money for that too. More beauty. If you help me overcome obesity, get a 6-pack, and look more attractive to the opposite sex, or just be able to be proud of the person I see in the mirror, I will pay a lot of money for that. So the way you want to look at it is whenever you're creating an offer, you want to target one or more of these 4 end results. More money, less pain, better relationships, more beauty, right? These are the things that people really, really want, because humans are emotional driven creatures. And at the end of the day, we want more money, to have more fitness in life, to be able to attract the opposite sex, to have more status. We want less pain because pain is debilitating and it stops us from doing things that bring us a lot of happiness. Better relationships, goes without saying. Look at Tinder, look at Hinge, look at the relationship or dating industry as a whole. It's massive, right? And look at all of the growing population of men who are staying single, not being able to find a girlfriend. All these things are pressing pains that they want solved in the beauty industry. Just look at the plastic surgery, cosmetic industry, and the fitness industry, right? Millions and millions of dollars get processed in these niches every single day. Millions and billions and millions, right? That was my Trump impression right there. I hope it was good. But what you want to do is you want to use a question to kind of see if you have the right end results. This is a really good exercise that I do, which is you want to use the would you pay me $1,000 question. So you want to say, as a ICP label, would you pay me $1,000 if I, and you want to take the end result that you want to give somebody and ask yourself that question. If it's an obvious yes, you've got yourself a viable promise. If there's hesitation, then you're not being specific or you're not conveying enough value yet. Here are a few examples, right? Would you pay me $1,000 if I got you $5,000 back in new revenue in 60 days? Yes, I would. Okay. Would you pay me $1,000 to learn how to grow your business? Very vague, not really. But the crazy part is that in this promise, you still probably teach people how to grow their business. But because the way it's phrased, people are not going to perceive value in it, right? Again, would you pay me $1,000 if I got rid of your chronic back pain permanently? Yes, I would. Would you pay me $1,000 to learn about wellness and nutrition? Dude, I got YouTube. Why do I need to pay $1,000 for that? Again, wording. Last one. Would you pay me $1,000 if I helped you drop 10 pounds of fat in 8 weeks? Let's say I was genetically obese and I was never able to do this. Hell yeah, I'd pay $1,000. Would you pay $1,000 to build healthier habits? Let me just ask ChatGPT, man. You get the gist, right? So to tie this all together is you want to use the 5 Ps. All right. And actually, before I go on there, I want to just touch on this real quick, which is that at the end of the day, it is all about positioning and wording. All right. If you have a strong end result that's conveyed clearly and it hits hard on the pain points and dream states, and you give it to somebody who desperately needs it, and all of that is communicated visually and verbally very, very clearly, that is how you start attracting people into your sales funnel. That is how you start getting closes, right? That's how you start generating wealth. But if it's vague, broad, targets everybody and anybody, and doesn't really hit, you know what I mean? And it's worded in a way that doesn't hit, no one's going to pay for it. So it's all about wording, all about positioning, all about the optics, right? Remember that. So the 5 Ps, you want to revisit this every quarter, and it's an exercise that's super, super key, helps a lot with understanding also what you're selling, who you're selling it to, but also helps your audience understand it. So in a sheet, just write down your 5 Ps: person, pain, promise, path, and platform. The person is obviously your ideal client persona. Scribble down what stage are they at, what industry, what does their current situation look like, and what label can you refer to them with. For me, it's first-time founders. For other people, it's specialists, experts, and burnt out young professionals, etc. The pain: what are the 3 main pains stopping them from getting to the promise, right? If you showed that list to your ICP, would they say, holy shit, that's literally me? That's what you want to aim for. Promise, aka the end result. Again, it's all about the end result over here. What is the destination that you bring them to? The path. Now, this is the path or your unique mechanism that you're going to use to take them towards the end result. And this is where you can get very creative with your names, right? For example, my good friend and client Saul, he uses the trust building ecosystem. There's other guy called Frederick Pahus, which I really like in this space. He has this thing called the digital coffee shop, where his value are the coffee beans, and he can give his value in a cortado, which can be a one-on-one call. He can give his value in a cappuccino, which can be group coaching. He can turn those coffee beans into an Americano, which can be do it yourself, like a course. So very intuitive, very interesting. It really gets your thinking going, and you want to do the same thing. It's about finding a nice package for all of your skills and your value. More coffee, super cool. So platform, this is just a platform you want to operate on. You want to pick one long form, one short form. Short form is X, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Long form is YouTube and Spotify or podcast. Cool. So all this information, okay, these are for my clients. You can ignore this. By the way, I'm showing you guys like literally my client sheet. This is an SOP for my clients. If you want to become my client, you can go on the link below and sign up. I promise that we will treat you very well. Cool. So now you want to pull all your 4 Ps, so person, pain, promise, path, remove, platform, doesn't matter, into one sentence. And this is going to be your one-liner. You're going to use this on your hook, your DM openers, your sales calls, your VSL, all your sales assets, all your marketing assets. So it's super important that you craft this well, because if you craft this well, you're going to attract the right person. You're going to showcase a lot of value in your offer, and it's going to become a no-brainer to want to work with you or to at least hop on a call with you. Okay, so your one-liner is so key. You just want to follow the formula of I help a person achieve promise without pain through path. And you do this with the 5 Ps that you create over here. All right. So the better you create these 5 Ps, the better you'll be able to create a one-liner like this. Here's mine. I help first-time founders launch a 6-figure ARR business without needing a large following or complex sales funnels, using micro niche dominant and Signal OS. About to be copyrighted soon, so don't steal this. So you've got your person, you've got your promise, you've got your pain, you've got your path, and this one-liner brings it all together. And this is what you are selling. This is the end result that you're selling. All right. This is your sword that cuts through all the noise and the competitive slop out there. So go ahead and write yours right now. Literally pause this video, write it down, and then come back to it. And that's basically it. We got your action items. So again, complete your 5 Ps, write your 1 sentence per P, draft your I help statement using the formula above, and add it to your offer doc. That is basically it, guys. Boom. I hope y'all crush. Peace.